This is one of the main voice actors in bluelock, and this is the animation that I made that he's judging to see if I'm good enough to join. This all started 7 days ago when I tried watching the anime, but I couldn't get over the slideshow animation.
Oh my god.
So I made it my mission to try to join bluelock's animation studio by animating for 12 hours a day for 7 days straight. I will need to make an animation with so much flow that they will have no choice but to hire me. Can I handle the pressure of one of Japan's most rushed anime studios, or will the burnout catch up to me? To impress them, I picked one of the most important scenes in the manga, Ryo's goal in the new Egoist League. There's so much tension, chaos, emotion, and betrayal all in the one scene. So I'm gonna recreate it all by myself. With not a lot of time, I'll have to convert these panels onto a storyboard immediately, and it's pretty bad.
Storyboarding is so overrated.
But that doesn't matter because it's time to start drawing. To begin, I drew one of the main characters, Nagi, turning his face into two of FC Barca's defenders. Who are these defenders? Oh, you don't know? That's Sergio Ramos and Albert Einstein. I spent a solid 7 hours drawing this cut and I still wasn't even finished. But since this video is using zero AI, it will be all worth it in the end.
So it's 11 o'clock now and I technically should be stopping, but also I want to do a 14-hour shift.
Thank you Mappa for sponsoring. No, I'm just kidding. Cut number 2 is Lavinho jump scaring Nagi. And that is enough to steal the ball from him since Nagi is under a lot of pressure. And so am I. Because if I don't get at least 2 yeses from the 3 judges, I'll have to do whatever the top comment says. This animation has 12 cuts and over 200 frames, so I'll need to rush things if I want to complete it in time. That's why for the next cut, instead of animating the characters tackle each other, I can just add impact frames, because who needs good animation when you have flashy VFX and pretty colors?
If I want any chance of proving myself as a good animator to you guys, I'll have to face my fears of After Effects and make this VFX scene.
So I began by opening After Effects.
Once I finally got After Effects open, I had to save every 3 minutes just because it kept on crashing.
I mainly just worked on the effects for Lavinho's butterfly. The most unnecessary scene because he loses the ball instantly.
But that would be boring, so I decided to animate my own fight scene between Lavinho and Prince.
Guys, I think I'm cooking.
It has been done. For now.
Because I'll have to work on more complicated scenes if I want to prove my haters wrong.
Mappa is hiding from bro. What does that even mean?
It's time to draw the hardest cut of the entire scene. It's the long mode played into Ryo, betraying his boyfriend Nagi who needed this goal desperately.
This was the hardest scene I've ever done.
Every time I tried to draw this scene, it just kept getting worse. I started drawing like I've never drawn before, and I have never been more upset with myself. Imagine being able to visualize the exact frame you need, but you just can't draw.
I was drawing the worst possible frames ever.
To the point where I was hoping for Adobe Animate to crash. This took me 4 hours straight. I'm somewhat happy with the results, but this will be a huge problem because believe it or not, to work as an animator, you actually need to be able to draw. Maybe 7 Deadly Sins is hiring. It's time to work on Ryo's actual shot. As you might have guessed, the voice actor of Ryo Mikage will be the one judging me. So I wanted to add my own creative twist of Ryo transforming from the chameleon. For context, Ryo has the ability to copy other people's moves.
And when bluelock normally animates it, they forget to animate it. And me and Ryo actually have a lot in common for the fact that both of our powers is to copy. And when I mean copying, I mean tracing.
Believe it or not, one of these shots are traced. Would you like to guess which one? What if I told you none of these are traced? It's the one on the right. I began by drawing a chameleon shapeshift into Ryo Mikage. And as he gets ready to kick the ball, he shapeshifts into the forward of FC Barca, Otoya, the person that he copied the move from earlier.
I had a lot of issues thinking of how I was going to make this scene.
Because the storyboard I did earlier was not helpful.
I wrote this and I don't really know what it means in my storyboard, and this is me trying to decipher what it means. Yeah.
Who'd have guessed that all these professional animators that made storyboards weren't just doing it for fun? So if I'm gonna step up to the standards of bluelock, I'll need to remember the basic fundamentals. However, since I only have 7 days, I'm gonna just draw something random. I followed the cut with colorful impact frames and a final shot of Ryo kicking the ball. I used a lot of effects on this frame, which was mainly there to cover up his face because I was not able to draw it properly. To finish the drawing segment, I included this random guy failing to catch the ball, something my goat would never let happen. Now that I've completed the drawing, it's time to take a break and go outside. Of course not, I'm an animator. So I'll need to keep the conditions realistic, which is why I want an animation producer to give me some feedback.
Alright.
Show me this work.
I would delete this. Delete this scene
is good.
this
What do you
scene,
mean?
this. So just stop.
Delete
those. I think the head turn looks cool. Delete it.
He gave me a full list of things to fix, and it's over a page long.
The animation is only 20 seconds. How are there this many things to fix? Fix hairline. I asked for animation feedback. Going through the producer's feedback and completing everything cost me 7 hours worth of work. And best believe I completed everything on that list.
And this is something that has happened in the actual production of Blue Lock Season 2. According to the animators, the producers cut away so much frame-by-frame drawing due to a lack of time. So animators lost weeks and even months worth of animation. I managed to spend the next few days coloring in the animation. And this is a lot harder than it sounds. I wanted this to be my most colorful animation yet, which means so much shading. But for now, the last thing to do is to work on the CGI scenes. This shouldn't be that hard since I can just go to my previous animation and rob the Blue Lock Stadium from there. I also had to remake the ball in Blender, and this might sound easy, but I am not a Blender expert. I mean, I have made some great models over the past years, but this one is my hardest one yet. Alright, I think I've done it. Oh my, why does it look like that? It doesn't help that the first judge is a member of Blue Lock's animation team and has spent so much time animating CGI. Now, on a normal day, my insane modeling skills puts every Blue Lock animator to shame, but my computer was dropping the worst performance ever. These tiny lines were just too much for my computer to handle, so I had to think quick.
So I had to use my school computer. So there's only one day left and I'm a uni student.
That means I'm going to have to find a way to merge 7 hours of uni with my 12 hours of animation work today, and 19-hour shift. I finished uni at 4:30 and had to work until 5 a.m. doing this.
I'm out here complaining, but people really live like this.
Just imagine working these long hours just to come home to find out Bobby65 called your animation straight trash.
It's 3:30 a.m. right now and we're getting kind of close, but we still have a long way to go with the rendering.
While I was rendering, I had to make some sound effects for the scene. I was cooking and the laptop was getting cooked. Each frame felt like a decade. Time was getting closer to the end. I needed my PC to hurry up or else it's over. But that doesn't mean I failed, because I am finished. But the animation process is not. Meet Omaru Animations, the greatest VFX artist you've seen in the Blue Lock community.
That's cheating because you can't make someone else do your work.
What are you gonna do, fire me? I don't even have a job. Omar will be doing all the remaining VFX for my animation. He just doesn't know it yet.
Hey Omaru, can you just do like all the VFX for my scene?
Yo, give me money, bro. I'm tired
Thanks,
of
Omaru.
doing your work for
Very
free.
cool.
Wow, man, what a nice guy. He was able to transform the entire anime into an animation.
Look at the before and after of all of these cuts. Now that the entire animation is finished, I'm ready to face the judges. I'm finally here. 3 judges ready to end my dreams. The first judge is a Japanese animator credited on working on Blue Lock Season 1 and 2. Having been a member of 8-Bit, his opinion can help me so much in trying to join Blue Lock. His vote is important in saving the dreams I've had since being younger Yingray.
Not allowed to share his name directly in the video because his ties with 8-Bit are over.
I was part of Blue Lock animation team in Season 1 and 2, and I'm no longer part of the company.
But his connections can help me drastically, so it's important he likes my work. Before I could get him to look at my animation, I heard too many rumors that Blue Lock was animated by one person, so I had to know if that was true.
Do you think the entire animation could be done by one person?
Yeah, but I don't.
There I was, stuttering in front of the man who held my dreams in his hands. Thanks a lot, Blended65, for lying to me in the comment section. I trusted you.
This looks sick. During the 7 days is really impressive.
And that was all I really got from him. Every time I asked him if I was good enough to join Blue Lock, he kept avoiding the question.
So would you say I'm good enough to be a member of Blue Lock?
My favorite member of Blue Lock has to be Nagi.
Being turned down by the first judge only adds to the pressure. Will I be able to help my favorite anime, or will I have to do what the comments tell me to do? The second judge is able to decide everything, because if he says no, I am out completely. Tamboy, a Blue Lock content creator with over 60,000 subscribers. With him being the second judge, he brings a fresh audience perspective and is able to strongly tell me if my work is up to the standards. Having only worked on this animation for 7 days, no one is expecting my skills to be on par with Blue Lock.
But instead, it's just an example of what my skills are so the judges can decide if I'm good enough to be hired.
Let's look at it. Yeah, peak. Animation, there's movement, bro, peak.
He loved it. Almost every second was spent describing the amazing animation.
That was cool as, that was clean.
He even started describing me.
The aura as well and the eyes.
Chill.
Wow, okay, nah, this looks dope. This looks dope for real. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You're gonna get me. I know.
With 1 yes under my belt, I finally have a chance. It's up to the official voice actor, Ryo Mikuke, in the English dub. But before I can get his vote, it's time I show you guys the actual animation. It's finally time for the final judge. Cayman Casey. Not that guy,
that guy.
You might know him as Real Mikage, but he was also a part of Solo Leveling, One Piece, My Hero Academia, and Attack on Titan.
A lot of people even consider him to be my lookalike.
With a man that has so much experience in the anime industry, it is insanely important that he likes my work, so it's time to lock in.
What a bunch of bull. Maybe you should stick to corporate. Just kidding. That's what my dad told me about my dreams.
Turns out he actually loved it. All he could say were great things.
That was sweet. My favorite shot would have to be the soccer ball with POV. Very creative. I think you're going places with this man.
He was so happy. He started giving me motivational speeches to the point where I wasn't sure if this was Real Mikage or David Goggins.
And if you ever feel like your skills are capped at 99, stick to embrace all your dreams.
Be proud of that.
You don't know me, and lean into it 100%.
But one thing was still left unanswered.
Came in. What's up, bro? I wanted to ask, am I good enough to join Bluelock?
Stick it to the plan, I'm in the hunt for the bags,